Hey team, and welcome to TEDxJon episode 19. I'm kind of filming this one really completely off the cuff. I usually go off the cuff, but this is extremely 2 seconds ago I decided to do it because I got this new microphone and I want to test it out because I'm starting a new project where I'm going to need a really good microphone. Anyone guess what it is? Guess in the comments. Anyway, today in this episode of TEDxJon, I wanted to share with you all a really cool story about influence and about impact. Many of you may know I just recently published my second book, Created to Create. I published it through Amazon Kindle Direct. And basically what that is Amazon provides a self-publishing service where you can publish your book as an ebook through the Kindle platform, and people can download it onto their e-readers, onto their Kindles, onto their phones, onto their desktop. And it's a completely free service. It's an awesome service. I have really enjoyed my time with them. And one thing I've been really trying to do is, as people buy the book, I've been trying to encourage them to leave reviews on the book, because Amazon ranks your book as far as search engine optimization, meaning if they search terms related to your book, it will come up first, or showing it on things you might be interested in underneath other products. It decides if your book or your product should be placed there based on the number of reviews and based on the number of positive reviews that your book has gotten. So I really push people, if they read the book, to leave a review. And I've been trying to do that, and I've gotten some really nice reviews, and thank you if you've bought the book, and thank you so much if you've read it, and thank you even more if you've read a review. And I sent out an email asking people to leave a review because, and not so I can sell more books, but so that more people can be exposed to this material, because I believe it is valuable, and I hope that it is inspiring to somebody. And so to get to my story, I sent out an email about a week ago, and I was asking, whoops, my phone is on loud and it should not be. I was asking people to leave a review if they might. And a couple days later, I got this email back from someone, and I'm just going to read it straight up. I won't mention this person's name in case they're embarrassed, and I hope they're not embarrassed that I read their email because it's really an awesome email. It says this: "Hey, John. Thank you for responding to my earlier email and for your kind words. I purchased your book, Created to Create, the Kindle version, on the 31st of January, 2015. I am reading a chapter. I know there are no chapters, only topics, at a time, and trying to assimilate the thoughts. Remember, you mentioned that one way to read this book is like a daily devotional. However, when I tried to post a book review, I'm not able to do so. I reported this to Amazon customer care, and they replied saying that I have to have at least one physical purchase through my Amazon account to post a review. It seems they will not consider the purchase of an e-version (parentheses Kindle) for some strange reason. So, as suggested by my sister, who works for Amazon, I am planning to buy something (parentheses) which I don't need now through Amazon just so I can post a review for your book." And then she went on to actually post this review in the email and share the review with me, and it is very kind, it is very generous. And when I read this email, I was absolutely floored, because I had always heard, I listened to a lot of different writers and entrepreneurs and business people talking about adding value to your audience. And if you add enough value to them, then your audience will respond when you call them and you ask them to do something. Gary Vaynerchuk likes to say jab, 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 right hook, or give, 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 and then ask. And if you give enough value, then when you ask for something in return, people are going to respond like that. And I had heard so many stories about these authors saying, you know, I did a blog for 6 years, and then I published a book, and immediately I sold 1,000 copies in the first day and got 500, 5-star reviews. And I had always been encouraged by those stories, but I had never actually experienced it. And I believed that it was possible, and I believed in giving value, so I continued to try and be faithful. And for 3+ years now, I have tried to be faithful to the small audience I've been cultivating in giving you all value, whether it's through my blog post, whether it's through the Anima series, whether it's through these videos. I've been trying to give you all as much value as possible, to try and inspire you, to try and make an impact on you in some sort of positive way. And this was the first time so tangibly that I realized that I had given someone so much value and I had impacted someone so deeply that not only were they willing to do what I asked, not only were they willing to return the favor, but they were actually willing to go out of their way. This person was willing, the new microphone, no. This person was willing to literally go out of their way. She did not need to buy this thing, but just so she could leave me a review on my book, she was willing to buy something that she didn't need. And to me, that is what a great guy named Kevin Kelly would call a true fan. And I'm not saying this to brag about myself, because this is like the only real story I have, at least right now, about this, but more as a testament to, if you keep putting in the work, if you keep committing yourself to adding value and you don't focus on the result, if you don't focus on the return will take care of itself. All you have to do is focus on the work. You give value to the world. If you give the world enough value, you won't be able to stop yourself from making a living, from gaining a following, and from making a deep, deep impact. I promise you that. With all that being said, the last thing I want to say is, yes, the book is available. It is called Created to Create, and I've put the link below in the description. If you haven't bought the book, please, I encourage you to do so. This week only, I have placed it down there for 99 cents. It's usually $3.99, but just so I can add you all more value, just in case $3.99 is too much for you, I've dropped the price for this week only to 99 cents. Please buy the book, and please, I ask you, leave a review. Even if you hated the book, leave a 1-star review. I need the feedback. I need to get better. And so that's all for this episode 19 of TEDxJon. Thank you all so much for watching. Keep being awesome. Link below. Buy the book.